Right, so welcome back to Cars of Sweden Live. Today we're out in a Holden Monora.
No.
What are we in then?
We're in a GTO, Pontiac.
A Pontiac Gto?
Yeah.
Alright, isn't that the same thing though?
Yeah, it's one of the powerhouses from back in the 2000s from GM. So you could have bought it as a Pontiac GTO, or you could have bought it as a Vauxhall Marana.
That's right, yeah. Which is a Holden.
A Holden car, yeah.
Yeah.
So this one is we could class as like a Series 2. The first version came out with a 5.7 LS1.
Right.
Corvette.
So this is going to have an LS2 then, huh?
Yeah, it's LS2. So basically this is like the nearest, damn it, a 4-door Corvette. So this is kind of built towards Corvette owners that love their Corvette, but they wanted to have the back seats.
This is a serious piece of machinery, isn't it?
This is a serious piece of kit. It is about, it says, I think it's 400 horsepower and 400 newton meters torque, but I think it's more like 420.
Yeah.
Because the problem was, this couldn't be any more powerful than the Corvette. Because that was in direct competition.
Because that's their golden child, isn't it?
Exactly. But the story goes, this was quicker to 0 to 60.
I was, huh?
4.4 or 4.2 seconds.
Good boy.
So this one is a handful, and today it's quite wet. And trying to put down 400 horsepower is a bit tricky, but we'll try.
Right, you know what? I've driven it just a little bit, yeah? This is a absolute wild beast.
And you can hear it.
and any gear, it just wants to rip it. So let's take it down the road and let's see what it does then. But keep in mind that I want to be alive after this little tour we're going to do now, yeah?
But I mean, it's a very, very practical car to drive in that way. Power steering, electric everything, you can say electric seats, electric windows, everything. So
it's not a problem then?
But I mean, as soon as you try to put the wheels down now, you can hear it start to...
Oh, jeez. Yeah, it's not messing around at all. But isn't this the car they use like in Australia for the V8 sort of supercar thing?
Yeah, exactly. This is what we call, you know, the last of the real muscle cars, modern muscle cars.
Yeah. And
the thing is, with this one, it's your really last chance, really. You can say to buy one of these. And the strange thing is, this car's imported from the States. Never sold them in Sweden.
No. I mean, they didn't sell them in England either, did they?
No. So the thing that's really unique with this one is a manual 6-speed.
All right.
Because all the stuff in the States obviously is always automatic.
Okay, got you.
So the guy who obviously bought this one as an option, he really wanted it because I mean it's a really smooth, short shifting gearbox.
Yeah.
Very easy. I mean now we're driving it, you know, it's just like a normal family car. But as soon as you hit this pedal down here,
exactly,
then it wakes up, and then you steer more from the back than you do from the front.
All right. Is it 4-wheel drive then? Or?
No, it's rear-wheel drive.
All right.
But I mean that's how you drive it, from the back wheels, not the front wheels.
Got you.
Because it's like this all over the place.
Yeah.
But I mean that's if you want it like that. I mean you don't have to run it like that. You can run it as we're doing now, tootling along.
Yeah. But let's be real. It's very difficult to keep it just civilized.
Yeah.
Because it wants to go. You feel it when you're driving it. It wants to get going.
Oh yeah, it's pushing you.
Yeah.
It's pushing you. And I mean, I was driving on the road with like leaves and a bit wet. I mean, if I was to boot this car, we'd end up somewhere in the
We'll end up round that tree and the tree behind it.
In the forest. But we will give it a bit of a blast soon. But right now we're just doing the in-car bits. But I mean, it's everything, and this one's got a super Alpine stereo system, boost box, blah blah, you name it, everything in the back.
So it's got all the kit.
So what year
model was this one?
This is 2006.
All right. So it's not too bad then. It's
in really good condition. I mean, it came from California, so obviously it's not got any rust issues.
Yeah. And these dials as well, is that like standard for the car in that? Or?
Yeah, I think because it's GTO, you could get like colour matching dials.
Right, got ya. Yeah. But we don't know how popular the GTO model was in America though.
Well, I mean, it's got a long history. I mean, it came from the GTO back in the 70s, the muscle car. I mean, that was one of the most iconic muscle cars back in the time. Right. So this is like the last of the... It's the last of the real...
Last of the great muscle.
Yeah, last of the real V8s, you can say. Because these cars have become very popular soon because they just made this crazy car because they could. Yeah. I don't think they thought about having a huge sales volume. Right. But no manufacturer will ever make a car like this again. No. It's always going to be like one of those icon cars, last of the muscle cars.
I mean, is this car like standard set up, the way it's set up? Because it feels like
it's standard, but you know, you've got I think you've got adjustable suspension and everything like that, coilovers and things like that. So it's built, you know, it's built for performance.
But this is how it was set up to drive though, because it does feel like it's ready to go on a track.
I mean, they were built this way because as soon as you put the foot down, then you want to have sort of a good brake sound.
Whoa, lose traction straight away. Jesus.
That's just...
Love the sound of the exhaust as well. Yeah.
So it's a real handful. I mean, we just give it a quick... It's like you just don't want to push it too much in the wet because it's it's a handy car.
Wow, a lot of fun though.
But
all right,
you will have a listen to the engine now, and then you can.
All right, the $1 million question now then is what's happening with this car then?
This is coming up on the next auction, so it's going to be published today.
Right.
And it will be out on the auction in the middle of November
2022. Right, there can't be many of these cars in Sweden, right?
No. If they're all in Sweden, they're all private imports.
Right.
So if there is perhaps a dozen, that's about it probably.
Right, because I've never seen one here. I've never seen one anywhere, to be honest with you.
I've seen the Vauxhall version.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think Top Gear, they love this car.
Yeah.
And that was with the older engine, that's a 5.7. And this is a 6 litre.
Alright, but then so now you know it's available in Sweden, and this one's gonna go up. So you've heard it here first. Let's get some bits of the exhaust sound and everything else now then.
Yep.
Alright Sean, so we were talking about that engine, so what's it all about?
Yeah, well we survived. It's very slippy out on the road today.
Yeah, you're telling me.
It's a bit tricky to get the power down on this car. It'd be great when it's dry. But there we have it. The LS2 6 litre. Exactly the same as what you get in your Corvette. Bulletproof.
Right.
You can say bulletproof. I mean, these engines, they've been in everything, so I mean they are really well made.
They are,
and they're really popular for people.
I mean, you see people swapping these in Porsches and all sorts.
Put them in Porsche, put them into Mazda MX-5s.
Can you?
Yeah.
Tremendous. That'd be fun.
Slot straight in.
That'd be very fun.
So I mean, it's not a very complicated engine as it seems. I mean, 4 banks there, 4 banks there.
Yeah.
V8.
Yeah, lovely.
And plenty of oomph.
Lots of fun.
I would love to drive this on a dry day. I would love to drive it because I mean this car's got so much power and so fun to drive.
Well, you might not have the opportunity, but someone else might though, yeah? Because this car, like you said, it's going up on the auction middle of November 2022. So keep an eye on Bill Webb auction. The link is in the description as always, and this could be yours. And maybe you can take us out for a drive in the dry.
In the dry, be nice. Nice.
All right then, Sean, thanks for today. And yeah, we'll see you all again on the next episode of Cars of Sweden Live.